Right. But we're gonna be playing some Planet Zoo. I recently completed Digimon, so this is most really going to happen in October or November. Not sure really, but we'll play some Planet Zoo. I got this game finally running because, of course, I did. I've been trying to play this game forever, right? But I couldn't get it running for so many months, and I finally got it running. I'm playing career. Rest of the career in zoo management with a tutorial and everything over here, like all of this over here. So I'll try and get the career done, and then will be challenges, which will be interesting if I had to be honest. I'm not sure how that is gonna go. What is franchise? Franchise is okay. Let's begin with career. We'll just go with the tutorial because, well, I don't know anything about the game. Medium difficulty, nothing too crazy. I just want to enjoy the game. So let's begin. We'll complete our tutorial try to complete it out in this session, I guess. And then we'll see where it goes from there. So, for now at least, let's just focus on completing the tutorial. Setting panel for building pieces and something. I should also do one more thing while I'm at it. Turn up a few things in my background because there are a lot of things in my background that I need to turn up. That should be fine. Okay. It is taking a while to load. It doesn't take so much time to load because it's showing right entering the cutscene.
Heyo at Hematu. Yeah. Sorry. I have a habit back into the Planko land. It's good to find you.
I'll have to load it back to the
I'm
guess.
Bernard. Although I insist you call me.
Okay, Barney.
The only person who calls me Bernard is my wife. And even then, only when I've tracked elephant dung into the carpet.
What? Jeez, my CPU is just 100%.
As you
Definitely
know,
need to turn
I
off
own several zoos,
my
but I
few
always like
settings.
to show people the ropes here at my home.
Sure.
This is the first zoo I ever opened. Source of great pride for
Ah.
and pride, thanks to a lion breeding program we were.
What?
But we're in the middle of a big renovation, and that's Yuka. Sadly, our old contractor tired after developing a fur allergy.
Oh, that's sad.
Poor devil kept sneezing his dentures into the line. So it's up to you if anything.
I'll do that.
Don't worry though, I'm not completely throwing you into the deep end. My head keeper, Nan, will be lending a helping hand. Hard work, and too, but we'll get along like a house on fire.
That is for
Better,
sure.
one that isn't on fire. Less shouting.
What? Okay. Weird. But I guess we are in this.
Hello there. From
Hi.
that rosy, fresh face of yours, I'm guessing you're Bernie's new hire.
I am.
Good. Now, I hope you're ready to ditch your diploma because we're about to get really hands-on. But before we begin the real work, how about we familiarize you with the zoo by learning how to fly around it
Okay,
and
sure.
visiting some of our
Wait, I think there's some. Yeah. Let me just change a few settings here and there so we can play this around with. Yeah, why did I get my settings on ultra? Let me just turn down the settings a bit. Medium should be fine. Alright, we should be fine here. Let's turn this bit down. That way it's better. Anything else that I want to do? Animal settings. What is this? Reduce the speed of animal settings. It's already on one. I'll just keep it like this. Okay.
We'll start by popping over and having a look-see at the grizzly bears in their habitat.
Where would that be? Oh, here? This place?
Did you know that grizzly bear, also known as
Where are they?
Earth's Arctos horrid, can hibernate for up to 7 years? But then again, given the chance, people would do that too.
Where? Oh, there is the bear icon.
Select one of the bears and you'll bring up its information panel.
Okay, I'll do that. Hi.
This is where you can find out all kinds of information about your animal. The most important thing being its overall welfare. You'll learn more about animal welfare today as we go through your objectives. But for now, let's enjoy this magnificent animal.
Okay.
Why don't you select the camera at the bottom of its information panel?
Oh, cinematic. There we go. Hey.
Now, this is a fantastic way to get a close look at your animals.
I agree.
You can also get this view of an animal by simply double-clicking on it.
Oh, I can just double click.
Okay, when you're ready, let's pop over to the other side and take a look at the light. I've marked their location for you to find.
Okay, sure. I'll do that. Oh yeah. So this is zoomed in, zoomed out. I think this is, yeah, there we go. Little mouse button. There's the lions. Hello, lions. This is so much CPU usage. What is using my CPU? My GPU is totally fine. In fact, my GPU is doing really great. I don't know what is using my CPU though. Yeah, I need to know what is using my CPU. Jesus Christ. What's that CPU usage? I don't know. Is there anything that uses CPU? Settings. Shadows. Shadows. Reflection. Anything related to reflections and stuff. Let's remove them. Ambient region and stuff. I think this should be fine.
Panthera leo,
here.
West African lion. Lions are the most social of the big cats, and there can be as many as 40 lions in a pride, although prides of that rare.
God damn!
As per day, those lions are awesome, which is precisely why I handle a trade instead these days. And how about we get started? Come on, let's head over to an empty habitat and see what needs doing there.
Empty habitat. Over here?
CPU खराब रहेगा.
Okay.
As you see, it's a lovely space for animals, but it's missing a something. Well, two something. Warthogs.
Okay.
So I'd like you to adopt a pair. To adopt animals, we need to open the animal market, which is in the animal trading sector.
Happy. Okay, that's where I go. I'm trading.
There we are, a pair of
Yeah.
perfectly splendid warthogs for our zoo. Just click on them and select Adopt from the side.
Adopt.
Normally the animal exchange would be full of animals, but I've emptied out the market while you learn how it works.
Alright.
The last thing are you accidentally ordering a dozen elephants.
Oh, what?
When you adopt an animal, it's automatically placed in the trade centre, where they're held until you're
Here?
ready to move them into their habitat, which, as it happens, you are. So how about you move them into their home?
Over here. Delivery scheduled. And you go here as well.
When
There
you
we go.
ask for an animal to be moved into a habitat, your caretakers will go to the trade centre, collect your animal, and deliver them selected habitat.
Makes sense.
I've marked the trade centre's location, so let's go and watch the caretakers in action.
Why is it all the way over there? Let me tell you, like, that is
Well,
really
as you can
bad.
see, those caretakers don't hang about. They'll move those animals to their destination as fast as possible. Of
Okay.
course, have to place the animals into quarantine before moving them into a habitat. But I am assured by a person of good standing that these dogs are in the very rudest of health.
That didn't mean.
Right, let's get the warthog's habitat finished up so we can nice and happy. You see, each animal in the zoo has an overall welfare statistic,
Okay.
basically how happy they are. And that overall welfare statistic is itself comprised of 4 different areas.
Nutrition, social
health, habitat, and
Okay.
enrichment. Luckily, if you select an animal, you'll bring up their animal welfare information panel, which we saw earlier, where you can see how they're doing. That way, you'll know exactly what areas need to be addressed. Don't worry if that's a lot to remember. You can always check the Zoopedia for more information.
That is this, right? No, this. Superior.
Let's start by making sure we're taking
If you look
care
at
of the
warthog-
warthog's nutrition
Oh,
welfare. To do this, we'll need to place a food station and a drinking station. Now, each animal requires a different type of
Okay.
feeding station. And for the water, it's a small feeding trough. So let's add one of those and a water bowl.
So you want me to add a full draw? You want me to add these two since these are the only ones available? So I'll add them like around here, maybe? No? Maybe around here? Do one over there, do one over here, something like
Animals
that.
also look stimulation happy. Let's add a mud bath for the warthogs to roll around in.
Mud bath?
That bath will count towards their enrichment welfare.
That should be in the middle, I
specifically
think,
their
like-
toy enrichment welfare.
Yeah, I feel like that should be in the middle.
Oh, nice work. You've got a knack for this, I see. Now, our contractor has these places in a fair unfinished thingamajigs and what's it's all over the shop.
The
but the first
highlighted
thing we
area?
need to finish is the ostrich habitat.
Oh, there.
It's over near the
My keyboard is not working for some reason, so I have to use my mouse. Yeah, my keyboard is not working for some reason, so I have to use my mouse over here. No idea. It was working fine. Yeah, I look at it.
Before
It's,
we actually start building ostrich habitat, let's pause the game. Just the pause button in the bottom
that's
right
B,
corner.
so I can. Yeah, my mouse is not
That's
working.
more like a quick break.
Okay.
Sometimes it's a good idea to pause the game whilst you're doing something which requires your concentration, because it'll stop the spinning out of control while you're looking the other way. Let's keep the game paused while we get this ostrich habitat built.
Okay.
Job number 1 here is to add a habitat gate before we complete the barrier. Every habitat gate. After all, how else would the keepers get in and out? Just make sure it's hooked up to the path so the keepers can reach it.
You want me to build it like something like that? How do I build it? Oh, you want me to like connect it maybe? Comes in barrier. That's what it says. Habitat gate. My mouse doesn't work. I mean, my mouse is working. This isn't working. The keyboard. No idea why my keyboard is not working. Complete to habitat boundary. Where do I add the gate? Oh, wait. Oh.
Right, let's complete the perimeter barrier. Adopt us some ostriches. I've marked out an area for you to use, so I'd like you to finish off the perimeter using the brick barrier.
Sure, I'll do that. If the game is unstuck, okay, it is unstuck. I know I'm building it so big. Like, this should be fine, I think. I'm supposed to like, there we go.
Good work. Remember,
Need my own zoo, dude.
place animals in every habitat.
This is confusing.
A full loop of connected barrier. Now, you've probably noticed that guests can't actually see into this habitat at the moment.
Okay.
At least not without a stepladder. But seeing as they're banned, I'd like you to select a piece of barrier and swap out the brick for a glass barrier so the guests can see in.
I can add a glass here. Okay. Is that a big glass? Right? Keep adding some more glasses, I guess. Why can't I?
There we go.
Oh.
Adding in more windows gives guests even more opportunities to see the animals in a habitat. It's always best to make sure the guests can get a good view into a habitat from the path they're
that's a
walking
bad
on,
spot for it.
because it makes them happy. And because this would be a pretty terrible zoo if they couldn't. The last thing we need to do is to add a donation box.
Okay.
You see, when guests enjoy the view of an animal, they'll make a donation. Just make sure you put them in easy-to-reach places, like near a viewing point. Donation boxes are one of the main sources of income for the zoo, so make sure you remember them.
Of course I will. That's my main income. Why
By
wouldn't
the
I?
way, as well as pausing the game, you can speed the game up by clicking on the fast-forward button. It'll run everything at 2 times and 5 times faster. It can be useful, especially if you're waiting for money to accumulate or for animals.
Mostly I won't be doing that.
Person waiting for a brew to finish.
Adopt and place 4
Alright,
common
you've finished the
ostriches.
habitat, so it's
Alright.
high time we adopted those ostriches, don't you think?
Alright, let's do
Let's
that.
get 4 of them in.
Animals. Adopt. I love the freedom I'm getting right now that I can adopt all these animals, but I'm pretty sure sooner or later, these animals, well, they are not gonna be able to us as freely right now as they are able to, because we won't be having the money. I assure you, I'm gonna suck at this.
While we wait for them to be collected by the caretakers and brought to the habitat, you should get it ready for them. Add a suitable feeding station,
Alright.
water station, and an appropriate
Habitat.
food enrichment item.
You want me to
It's
add?
often best to place things like enrichments and feeding stations near to the habitat perimeter, so guests can get a really good view of the animals.
So it's better to place it like somewhere like this. They can get like a good view, right? Structured. There we go. I would like to move it, but like I can't use my keyboard for some reason. So I have to place it like this. Even though I would like to move it like in a position where I can get it. The best I can do.
Oh, good to see the ostriches have somewhere they can act at 43 miles per hour?
That's crazy, right?
Oh, heaven forbid they ever escape. This fines alone would bankrupt.
Well,
Wait, let me
Bernie?
just save. Good, right? Because my keyboard is not cooperating with me right now, and I don't know why. So I'm gonna restart the game. I'll actually just try this first. If this doesn't work with that, then I'll restart the game and see if that works. Because I am more of a guy who uses my keyboards for shortcuts, right? So like, I don't know. Wait.
Whoa. Whoa.
Okay, that's my avatar that I've created.
Hey-o.
Let me resume and see if this works.
Well, Bernie certainly seems impressed. Did he do his speed camera, Joe? Every time we get an ostrich. So, now we've made the ostriches' lives a bit better, let's aim for the keepers, shall we? To make it easier for the keepers to feed the ostriches and hippo, we should build a new keeper hut. Keeper huts are where the keepers prepare the food for animals, so they should be placed